Hi and welcome back to the channel. In review today is the 1994 movie The Shawshank Redemption on 4K Blu-ray. Let's take a look at the tech specs. It was shot on 35mm, it's got a 4K DI, the aspect ratio is 185 by 1, which is now correctly framed, it's a 66GB disc, the runtime is 142 minutes and it's rated 15. In terms of picture quality, this transfer offers an all-round solid improvement to the image, with a night and day difference to the old Blu-ray. Roger Deakins' cinematography is more faithfully presented here with increased clarity, better contrast and more natural colour tones. Close-ups show great levels of detail and textural clarity on the prison uniforms is well defined with all the stitches and stripes visible. There is good definition on brick and stonework in exterior shots of the Shawshank prison, and writing on papers, documents and prison guard badges are all now readable. With it being shot on 35mm, there is a very fine layer of organic grain present. The image is still surprisingly clean though, and the grain is not too overbearing. The film's colour scheme is quite drab. This is more pronounced on the 4K. Most notably with a cold blue tone when Andy first enters isolation. Going back to the old Blu-ray, you can see how overly bright it looked. A strong example of this is the sky in the rooftop scene. On the 1080p it is a bright white, but on the 4K it is a more natural and realistic orange. HDR is tastefully applied with light sources, reflections and the lightning near the end of the movie all benefiting. Blacks are deep and inky and whites are crispy and never bloom. Moving on to the audio quality, the Dolby True HD track that featured on the old Blu-ray has now been replaced with a DTS 5.1, which does provide some small improvements. Ambient environmental sounds are more emphasised and have good spatial awareness, giving the prison interiors a sense of confinement with echo and reverberation. Bass response digs deep when necessary, adding weight to the heavy clunk of the cell doors, and a nice rumbling with Thomas Newman's score. Dialogue is well prioritised to the centre channel and it's easy to hear, though can sound its age at times. To summarise, I'll give the picture an 8.4. This 4K disc is a fantastic improvement over the old Blu-ray and the best way to experience the film at home. And I'll give the audio an 8. This is a good DTS 5.1 mix that accompanies the film well with subtle improvements from the old True HD track. If you enjoy this type of content, why not consider subscribing, as I have new videos out every week. Thanks for watching, enjoy your movies. Bye!